Jack Roosevelt Robinson, better known as Jackie, was born on January 31st, 1919, in a small town deep in Georgia called Cairo. Being the youngest of five, Robinson learned the struggles of life at a young age. Before Robinson's first birthday, his father abandoned his family, and with this, his mother moved the entire family to Pasadena, California, in hopes of starting over. Robinson excelled through high school and junior college before he finally ended up at UCLA. Robinson set a new bar for sports at UCLA while attending by becoming the first varsity student to ever win letters in four sports: basketball, football, track and field, and most importantly, baseball. Robinson eventually had to drop out of college for financial reasons and went on to play for several semi-pro soccer teams in Hawaii, where he lived at the time. Soon, Robinson realized his true passion for baseball. On March 18, 1942, Jackie Robinson attended a tryout for the Chicago White Sox when the team manager allowed him the opportunity. Robinson did not make the team's roster for racial profiling reasons. Less than a month after Mr. Robinson's tryout, he was drafted by the U.S. Army. Robinson spent 2 years in the Army before accepting an honorable discharge because he refused to move to the back of the military transport bus. Robinson, much like Rosa Parks, decided to take a stand by refusing to give up his seat. Many feel comfortable saying that Jackie Robinson was the initial step that led blacks to total freedom. Robinson initiated a bus boycott in 1944 that would become a strategic advance for black rights in Montgomery, Alabama in 1955. On April 15, 1947, the youthful 28-year-old Jackie Robinson made his way onto Ebbets Field in Brooklyn. Before beginning, Robinson made his message clear to staff and fellow players by saying, "I'm not concerned with your liking or disliking me. All I ask is you respect me as a human being." Mr. Robinson felt the need to say this not just for himself, but for those also affected by black inferiority. Even before his worldwide fame, Robinson knew his natural human rights and wanted them for all blacks. In 1945, Jackie began playing for the Kansas City Monarchs in the Negro Leagues, where he could express his superior playing skills. In April of 45, Robinson and two other black players who had been playing on the Monarchs tried out for the Boston Red Sox. All three players do not make the team and were never even an option because of their skin color. Even with Robinson's talent being widely known, a racial wall was still too high for him to climb. Robinson never gave up. "There's not an American in this country free until every one of us is free," said Mr. Robinson at a briefing after a game in July of 1947. Most people see him as a baseball superstar who was the first Negro in the white leagues, but he strived much earlier and harder than just this. In his mind, he knew he would free every American with the use of his incredible baseball talents. Finally, Robinson got the chance he had been hoping for. Robinson signed with the Brooklyn Dodgers organization in August of 1945. Robinson became the first Negro in 60 years to make the leap from Negro Leagues to coordinated white baseball. In the following 2 years, Jackie Robinson played in hundreds of minor league games, winning awards such as Rookie of the Year. As the spotlight grew more and more, so did the acceptance of white fans and players. In 1949, Robinson won the National League MVP award. Fans also voted Robinson as the starting second baseman for the 1949 All-Star Game. This would be the first All-Star Game to include Negro ball players. In Robinson's first season as a major leaguer, he defied the odds. Many believed they would never see a black ball player in baseball again until Robinson came around. In his time as a major leaguer, Jackie always kept his head high. As depicted in the hit movie 42, Robinson battled racists on the diamond too. The white players were not accepting of a black in their sport just yet. Robinson took to the field to break just that. Robinson always kept a positive attitude, even in the worst situations. An example of this was when he was hit 6 times in his first week to the majors, and on the 7th, he trotted down the first base line with the same smile on his face. Pete Hamill, first baseman at the time, recalls apologizing to Robinson, and in return, Robinson said, "Don't worry about it." This just shows how determined Robinson was to break the color barrier for all without violence, never calling upon blacks to take a violent stand. Robinson led with willpower and talent. Mr. Robinson persuaded the people with his playing abilities. Being a man of many talents, Robinson shocked the film industry and world with his biographical movie called The Jackie Robinson Story. Robinson starred as himself and brought the film to be recognized by the American Film Institute and received multiple nominations. In 1957, Jackie Robinson retired from the sport of baseball. In his first year of eligibility, Robinson was established in the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1962 alongside many other legends. On October 24, 1972, Robinson's body had given up on him early. A combination of heart disease and diabetes had weakened him so bad he could barely see. Robinson died in the morning hours of a heart attack and laid to rest alongside his number 42.